And showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest ChannelPro 5-minute Roundup. Look at news, trends, and tips for the SMB channel in 5 minutes or thereabouts. I'm Rich Freeman, Executive Editor of the ChannelPro Network. With me as always, but this time in person, is my co-host Eric Simpson, who is Senior Vice President and CIO of SPC International, a training and business improvement organization for MSPs and other IT providers. Eric, how you doing?
Pretty good, Rich. Pretty good. Welcome to Mikasa.
Thank you. Thank you. Southern California and loving it.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look. So I'm in Southern California for a show that took place yesterday, but earlier in the week I was in San Francisco for the RSA conference. So I've been bathing in security news all week long, and our top story on the show today is the one particular story out of all the ones that I saw that I decided to call out, which involves Trend Micro. Now, if you were to try to find a master theme for this year's RSA, the biggest story was around artificial intelligence and all the vendors talking about their AI or machine learning strategy. Trend Micro had a product launch this week along those lines that I thought was kind of interesting. It's called Writing Style DNA. It's actually a technology that they're going to build into some of their products going forward. And essentially what it does is study the writing style of a company's CIO or some of their other senior executives. And then it uses that and compares that writing style DNA to messages that purport to come from these people, but could be business email compromise scams. And basically, this technology allows them to identify scams like that by spotting disparities in writing style. So sort of an interesting specific application of this artificial intelligence idea that is coming to dominate security technology more and more.
You know, it's just blows my mind how much we have to go to the next level of extreme in order to block, you know, these phishing attempts and these, you know, business spoofing attempts and things like that. Now, you know, we've got AI being leveraged in a very unique way, studying the way that people compose messages and the way that they write in order to compare that against, you know, every email that comes in. You know, and we've talked about this in the past, Rich, where, you know, the scams have included things like, you know, requesting wire transfers and things like that from internal organizations. And some of the biggest, breaches have involved those types of attempts. So this is a very unique and I think a leading edge kind of approach to doing so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very much an arms race out there right now between the hackers and the security companies. And it was interesting, some of the people I spoke with at RSA said that artificial intelligence is giving the vendors an edge in that arms race now, that they are actually kind of getting ahead of the cyber criminals because artificial intelligence enables them to act so quickly and, you know, with such processing power.
Yeah, it's very unique.
So let's talk about your tip of the week, which has to do with attracting employees as opposed to customers for a change.
Correct. Attracting top talent. So, you know, I work with a lot of partners that are always challenged in hiring top talent and working to fill their technical and sales teams with the right folks. And in many cases, it takes a long time to find the right individual. And then the negotiation begins. And then, in many cases, these folks take jobs elsewhere. And so what I want to focus on today is to create a marketing strategy around attracting and hiring the best resources, just like we create marketing strategies for new prospects. So for instance, instead of having a page on your website that basically indicates what openings you have or no page at all, you know, I've recently been working with some partners that actually create a scenario on those sites, an experience, if you will, that shows how great and wonderful it is to work at these organizations, even to the point of, you know, shooting 30-second videos of existing employees expressing how grateful they are to work there and the benefits that they see. So it really becomes this marketing approach, you know, that engages and attracts folks, and it gives you more than just kind of what the benefits are and what the salary range is and things like that. You really hear from internal staff and even existing clients as well. So, you know, even a virtual tour of the business and things like that. So if you're really out there marketing for top talent, distinguish yourself by leveraging these types of techniques, because it certainly sets you apart from your competitors. I mean, everyone has, a job ad going on, but what are you doing that distinguishes yourself from your competitors and gives your prospects, your prospective hires, kind of a glimpse behind the curtain of what it really feels like from client testimonials as well as existing staff testimonials about your organization.
And you really have to do that kind of thing today. Unemployment is so low in the technical space right now. You are competing for top talent very much. And just as, when you're competing for customers, you've got to go that extra mile. You've got to be more creative to make sure that you're getting the message out about why people should go with you as opposed to somebody else. It might sound like overkill to some people, but it really isn't in this labor market. Well, that leaves us time for one more story. And as we record this, it is April 20th, aka 420, aka America's marijuana holiday. We got some news this week from MJ Freeway, the self-professed largest global cannabis technology provider in the world, with some interesting statistics for 420 2018. They are anticipating that there will be $80 million worth of cannabis sales across the U.S. today. And they believe that is more than the total sales of avocados on Cinco de Mayo, which was a mere $54 million. And actually the same amount of money that people spent on chicken wings for or during the 2017 Super Bowl.
Wow. Wow. I'm looking forward to working with a partner that services that industry just to see what the challenges and the differences may be. Business continuity, when you're talking about $80 million in one day of sales, oh, holy cow. So, high availability. Let's just leave it at that.
And you know what? I will make a little plug for the live event that we have coming up in Baltimore in just a few weeks. Erick's a speaker there, and so am I. And we actually have a panelist in one of our sessions he works here in California. He has customers who are in the cannabis industry. It's sort of an interesting Internet of Things play. And if you want to see exactly how to make money in this business, you can talk to somebody who knows how to do it in Baltimore at our SMB Forum event in a couple of weeks. Well, that is all the time we have this week on the 5-Minute Roundup. Thank you very much for joining us. For more episodes to keep in touch with the latest of our 5-Minute Roundup, subscribe to the ChannelPro Network channel on YouTube. For more great content and information along the lines of what we've been talking about here, you want to visit the ChannelProNetwork.com website regularly. To learn more about Erick and SPC International and what he does, you want to go to consulting.spc-intl.com. That's consulting.spc-intl.com. Until next week, again, thanks very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your week. We are enjoying the rest of your week already.